Sarah Bethel. Hello, somebody? Anybody? Hello, somebody? Anybody? Sarah Bethel.
Higher Education Servicing, this is Sarah. How may I help you? Yes, I need to talk to somebody about my loans. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests and judges, I am obviously not somebody. Because I offered to help, and the kind of help that they want is to talk to somebody else. How many of you ever called customer service? How many of you ever wondered what they're thinking on the other end of the line while you're talking to them? Well, I assure you, wonder no more, because most of the time on the other end of the line, they're trying not to think at all. They're just watching the clock, waiting for it to hit quitting time, because sometimes thinking can be hazardous to your mental health and permanent job security. I work for an agency that manages federal student loans, that is to say, college student loans. Now, a thinking person would make certain presuppositions or assumptions about the people who are calling in to this federal student loan agency. That is to say, one would think that having been enrolled in college, they would have graduated from high school or its equivalent. One would think that they had previously attended junior high or high school, and prior to that, had gone to elementary school. Now, how many of you in elementary school were taught by your teachers to put your names on the paper before you turned them in? Most of you, all of you, me too. But sadly, some of these people that I talk to or have communication with may not have had the benefit of the great education that you and I have had. We got an email last week. How much is my payment and when is it due? All lowercase, spelled D-O. I wasn't quite sure how to answer because there was no account number or information. The only thing on it was, ilovechocolate@hotmail.com. I process unemployment deferment requests. A couple of times a week we get ones that come in that I just can't process. You see, it's a relatively simple form to fill out. In the middle there's a box where you check, I am diligently seeking but unable to find employment in the United States. Sadly, not an uncommon scenario in this economy. A scroll across the bottom and a date, today's date, yesterday's date, whatever day it came in. But the top box, where it asks for your name, address, and phone number, and social security number, that box is completely empty. Now I ask you, Toastmasters, if you were thinking about this, why would you not wonder why some intuitive employer has not snapped up this paragon of creative reasoning and outside the box thinking? And then there's the phone calls. Yeah, I'm calling because I got this statement and I'm not sure what it means. Well, let me see. It's just your monthly statement. But I got one last month and I already paid that. What time is it? Yes, I'm calling because I haven't gotten my statement and I can't pay my bill if I don't get a statement. Wait a moment, you could make a web payment online. You could make a phone payment right with me without a statement. You could send a check to the same place that you've sent the last umpteen checks. You can even look at last month's statement. Don't go there. Well, let me see. Oh, your address is marked invalid on the screen with the little letter I. We mailed the statement, but it came back addressed as return invalid. Oh, well, we moved, but I didn't get my statement. Right, we mailed it, but it didn't get to you. Well, how am I supposed to make an address change if I don't get my statement? We mailed you the statement, but it came back at return address unknown. But I didn't get it if you don't mail it to me. I am on the hamster wheel of death. Wait, I have an idea. Tell you what, we'll update your address right now and I'll have them send a statement tonight. What's your address? Oh, I don't know, we just moved. I did mention these were college student loans, right? One more call, and then I can go home. Yes, I'm calling because I haven't gotten my statements for a while, and I have a new job, and I'm ready to start paying my bills, but I need a statement to do it. Here we go again. Well, let me take a look at your account, and oh. Remember last time we had a little I for invalid? This time we have a big white A on the screen. That A stands for, depending on who trained you, awaiting death certificate or allegedly dead. Well, sir, let me just verify a few things. Your name has been changed to protect Steve. You know how this goes? Mr. Steve Urkel? That's me. Mr. Urkel, the date of birth I have is April 1st, 1990, and the most recent address we have is 125 County Road something, Potosville, Texas. That's right, that's where the statements are supposed to go, but I haven't gotten any. Mr. Urkel, there seems to be something with your account. I don't usually like using that word, but sometimes it helps you not being interrupted while you're trying to do that deadly thing. Think. Mr. Urkel, did they tell you I was dead? Well, actually, it appears there was a miscommunication. Well, I told my relatives to say that because I didn't want to be harassed by bill collectors when I didn't have a job and couldn't pay, but I've got a job now. I'm ready to start making payments. I just need a statement. Am I on that new creepy television show, Resurrection? 5 o'clock, I can go. So let me just leave you with this one little thought. When you call customer service, don't ask to talk to somebody. Because the likelihood there isn't anybody there named somebody, and you'll just end up with a nobody like me. Madam Toastmaster.
May we have 1 minute of silence while the judges mark their ballots.